All right, so let's say we wanted to factor x squared plus 3x minus 54. Well, the term there in front of the x squared is 1, so that makes this problem a little bit easier. So we're basically looking for two numbers that multiply to be negative 54, but add up to be a positive 3. So we want two numbers that add up to negative 54, but add up to be a positive 3. So you might be able to do this in your head, or you can come by it off to the side and just make a table. So the numbers that multiply to 54 would be 1 and 54. There's no way that can add up to 3. 2 and 27. There's no way that can add up to 3. 3 and 18, I think, work, but that doesn't add up to 3. And let's see, 4 won't go into it. If you did 54 divided by 4, you're going to get a decimal, so that's not going to work. 54 divided by 5 is going to be a decimal, so that's not going to work. So then we could do 54 divided by 6. Hey, that's 9. So we have 6 and 9. Is there any way to get one of those to add up to be a positive 3? Well, yes. If we did a positive 9 and a negative 6, that's going to be a positive 3. So then this would change and factor into x plus 9. I'm sorry, x plus 9 parentheses x minus 6, and that's going to be our answer. Now, there's different ways you could check this. You could graph this and say, okay, y equals this stuff, and y equals this, and they better be the same. And you could just put like kind of a random point, like a number in there, but you don't want to make it easy, like 0. If you put like 4 in there, for example, you don't have to do this. This is just a check step here. Or you put 4 into the original equation, 4 squared plus 3 times 4. Okay, that better be this minus 54. That better be the same thing as if you put 4 down here at the bottom. The other way you could do this and make sure that you got it right is to FOIL this back out. So x times x, okay, that's x squared. X times negative 6, okay, that's negative 6x. 9 times x is 9x. And 9 times negative 6, that's negative 54. Combine like terms in the middle there. So we get x squared plus 3x minus 54. So we got back to the same thing. That means we did it right. So in this one, we have 2x squared plus 36x plus 160. We have a number in front of the x squared that's not a 1. So what we're going to do there is divide everything by 2 first. We're going to factor a 2 out. So that's going to give us 2x squared plus 18x plus 80. So now I want to factor what is inside the parentheses. So I want two numbers that multiply to 80 and add up to be 18. So I can come over here and make a little, table. And let's start with, okay, 80 and 1. Well, that won't work because there's no way to get those to add up to 18. I mean, they're going to get 81 or 79, or a negative version of that. 2 and 40, still too far away because that's going to be 42 and 38. 80 divided by 3 is not going to be an integer, so we're not going to do that one. Let's go 80 divided by 4 would give us 20, and it looks like we're getting closer, but that's going to be 24 and 16, so that's not going to work. And 80 divided by 5, I believe, is 16 if my mental math is right, and that's going to give us 11 and 21, so that doesn't work. So 80 divided by 6 doesn't go into it evenly. 80 divided by 7 won't go into it evenly, and then 80 divided by 8 is 10. And now we finally have a match because 8 plus 10 is 18. So that means the inside will factor, bringing down my 2 from up there. So x squared plus 18x plus 80 factors into being x plus 8. And then x plus 10. And again, you might want to FOIL this out to make sure that we did it right. If so, I would do x times x. That's x squared. I'm bringing up my 2 here. So that's x squared. X times 10. That's 10x. 8 times x is 8x. And 8 times 10 is 80. And if I multiply all those by 2, all those terms by 2, I will end up with my original, I should simplify what's inside the parentheses to make it 2x squared plus 18x plus 80. And now if I were to distribute the 2, I will end up with the stuff at the top.